Hey everybody, what's up? We're back in Godot, working on this Cruelty Squad-esque map that we started. Last time we figured out doors after some trial and error, but we did get them working, which is nice. They just open on a little raycast, interact, and it just plays a animation we have on the door to swing it open, swing it closed. Simple as. We also made this, we started work on this, like, factory, Mako energy reactor plant up on one of these, mesas, I guess, these mesas. So that's gonna be where our main target is. That's gonna be like the main, that's gonna be the main building. And we will have, some other stuff scattered about, I think. There's probably going to be, some snipers around to harass you as you're trying to complete your mission. Like perched up here and stuff. How, I got this Breath of Fire 4 soundtrack on, but it sounds like really loud, even though it's like just a slight tick above 0. It sounds really loud to me. Hopefully it's not too loud to you. Hopefully I don't get copyright claimed again. Like less than 1 week into this thing, and I already got my first, so that feels good. Not from Twitch, but from when I posted the VOD on YouTube from yesterday. Apparently in the Legend of Mana soundtrack, apparently Janet Jackson owns that, or is claiming to own some song from there. So that's cool. I'll have to be more careful, I guess. I didn't get like a strike or anything, so there's no like danger, but it's fun. I don't have the camera on right now. I was watching. Oh God, I was watching the footage, and man, I didn't realize that I had such a nervous chewing habit. I was just like chewing the insides of my cheek off like the whole stream. It was distracting to me, but I need to be aware of that and not do that as much. I have the pleasure of not forgoing my whole life without ever having to sit in a room and watch my mannerisms. So this is a new experience, and it's eye-opening for sure. I also found out that I have a bald spot on the back of my head. I thought I was just losing hair on the front and the top, but I was watching the footage, and when I turned around, it's like, oh my God, I don't have hair back there. No one told me. Yeah. So, what do you do? Get older, I guess. Shave your head. We'll see. Maybe I'll do like a hedge. I'll come back with the cue ball. Do the northern lion. It works for him. So these things need collision. These don't have collision currently because these were meshes that I brought in from Blender. Do we want to make a new inherited scene? Can we save this even, or no? Well, we can save this just as a scene. It wasn't letting me save the GLB mesh files before. For some other prop that I was using. Do we even want to use these? Is this gonna be... See, I'm kind of worried that we do this, but everything else I've been working with has been just straight from Godot. And just basically just from the template that I downloaded. This isn't a from scratch development. This is more of just like a hack up through this first person shooter free template that I found on like the first page of the Godot asset browser thing. So maybe we actually get rid of our Blender mesas that, you know, we lovingly created last time. And also I think I'm going to do, we got rid of this originally, but I think I'm going to just set this up like they had it previously, where they have just like a box inside of a box, you know, to make the boundaries of the level, so it's not just kind of out in the open like this. So let's add a CSG box 3D. Let's just duplicate. We've been duplicating. I'm in the wrong folder. I'm so unprepared. What is going on? This is horrible. Stream times. I mean, I've been streaming every day this week because it is between terms at the college I'm going to. So I've had the week off. This was my like week project, was to get this kind of Twitch stream YouTube thing up and running. See if we can get anything going with that. So I might not be able to stream, you know, every day next week, since I'm going to have, you know, be going back to school. But I'm still going to stream, you know, as often as I can. I'm enjoying it so far, and I think it's helping me stay on task, because, you know, normally I'm just watching Twitch on the side and working on a project, or whatever. Not working on a project. Usually I'm just, you know, dicking around on the internet and wasting time and, you know, doing nothing productive. So this actually kind of helps me keep on task, and I think learn a little better by just explaining things as I go to myself or whoever watches. So we're just gonna, you know, keep doing that. Yeah, so let's get this box thing back up and running. We will just duplicate. Do we want to duplicate this, or we can use this as our like container box? We'll just stretch it out so that it's beyond the bounds that I have set up, just so it'll be a kind of cleaner exterior wall. The front part will be, I mean, that'll get negatived out. I think, anyways. Actually, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work. So let's just see what we can do. So I want to duplicate this again. And then we will turn this to a subtraction. And then just slightly adjust the bounds so that we have this nice little sandbox. Right? Look. So that didn't mess up. That doesn't mess up these shapes, which is good. Or the house. I was concerned that it might subtract, you know, from all the other, because these are similar. You know, these are all the same CGS boxes. And I was worried it was gonna subtract from those, but it doesn't, so that's good. I guess we can use that to our advantage. So how exactly does it decide which other box to intersect or subtract from? That's what I want to know. Maybe we should lower that so we can see the tower a little better. It doesn't need to be like crazy high. But this can be like a, you know, this will be a little like gorge. Like for instance, imagine that it's just like a sheer cliff face on both sides, right? And then this is just like a carved out gorge, and we'll fancy up the walls a little bit so it looks a little better. In fact, we could just move some of these, you know, just kind of in the wall, or like half in the wall, so they're right like that or something. Maybe so it like lines up. That's kind of cool. Right, something like that. Yeah, we can decorate up the walls like that, I think, and that'll look good. Just so it's not, you know, just flat wall. I'm giving it a little love. We do want stuff in the interior though, because we want, you know, we don't want this like super wide open. We can make these long boys. Yeah, I don't have any like really like long flat. Maybe we should do one. Whoops. Maybe we should get one like big flat one like in the middle. Maybe not directly in the middle. We do want to see our tower in the distance. That's like our focal point of the scene, right? Because that looks kind of rad. Fired up my summer car today. All my mods and stuff are broken from the last time I played a couple years ago, so if we do start that, I don't know if I'll start that today. If we do start that, it'll be just like from scratch, you know, no mods, I think. The mods it was mostly like quality of life stuff at the point I was at, because like 500 hours into the game, and I was playing it, you know, for my own enjoyment. But we could, you know, we could set up a challenge to actually try and win the rally, because despite playing for 500 hours, I've never gotten first place in the rally. It is very difficult. That could be a fun challenge. And it would feel good to finally beat it after so many years and so much love I have for the game. turn this off? I don't want to be able to select these. Oh, can you create polygon? Straighten this up a little bit. Yeah. But I've been having, I've been having good luck with the dev streams. There are a couple people actually watching them, which is cool. Thank you to those of you out there, whether on YouTube or Twitch. My like verification for YouTube, I could start YouTube streaming in like, I think tomorrow. There's like a restriction on your account until you verify. So maybe I'll try streaming on YouTube, or just dual streaming. I mean, but it's not like I have anyone like live to engage with, so I don't. I'm not exactly worried about being overwhelmed at this point. Do I want this here, or do I want like a back? I mean, I kind of like that there. And then like these can be little sneaky secret areas. You know, like in Cruelty Squad, there's always multiple paths to the objective, different routes you could take, stealthy, direct, depending on what kind of equipment you have. Yeah, I like the way this is gonna be cool, I think. This actual boundaries here. Let's bring this up a little bit. But I mean, if anyone's out there, and there's something like you somehow particularly would like to see me play or do or try or make, let me know. I'm very open to suggestions. I'm in the throwing stuff at the wall phase, seeing if anything sticks, if anything catches people's attention or whatever, or not. Maybe you don't want me to talk at all, and I could just do like silent streams. I could do that. That would probably be easier because I'm still talking all weird. I can't. Yeah, it's not easy to just relax and like not be self-conscious when you're doing this. If any of y'all are streamers, you know what I'm talking about. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're just totally getting comfortable in front of people talking. I say in front of people. Maybe you're just totally comfortable sitting alone in your apartment talking to your camera computer. Shouting into the void. I don't know. Okay, whoops. Okay, I need to just not be clicking around the editor like a Neanderthal. I should probably select things like properly in here because I'm messing things up, but you know, we're just having fun here. This isn't a professional stream or game development or life. Okay, where's this big wide one? This guy. I need to remember all my shortcuts again. Let's put another kind of flat one that you could jump on. We'll shrink down a little bit. This could be like a real flat one. Oh, I just played Breath of Fire 4 again, which is why I'm listening to the soundtrack. That's a good game. I remember, I think I got Breath of Fire 4 when it was, I was in high school when that came out. And I think by the time Breath of Fire 4 came out on PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2 was already out. It was kind of that weird time where they were still just kind of releasing the PlayStation 1 games at the end of its life that had been like in development, you know, before the PS2 was really available to make games on for the devs. But yeah, it's a great game. Except for the camera and the movement is like awful. It's really tough to navigate some of the cities. It's like it's a very locked camera that you can only sort of rotate. I don't know if it's like fully like isometric, but it's that kind of perspective. Yeah, I like having one of these little like kind of flat guys around there. This giant guy can just be leaned up over there maybe. This is like just debris, industrial, from some, I don't know, some industrial accident, something. Or maybe they're pipes. Maybe these would be pipes. They could be, yeah, we could do this like kind of connect these with like pipes coming out. You could bust through them and get into I don't know, reactor or something. There should probably be like a main like large. I mean, this is fairly large, I guess. But like, you know, like a big energy turbine room or something, where they're sucking the Mako energy out of the planet or whatever they're doing, whatever whatever evil is occurring. Let's just kind of keep copy pasting. I'm just keep copy pasting these things around. Fill out this edge border. I remember when I was a kid, I was a big fan of the Breath of Fire series. Like, you know, I played the Super Nintendo ones growing up. Played 3. Actually, I don't think I ever finished Breath of Fire 3. But I love 4. And then Dragon Quarter came out for the PlayStation 2, and like everybody hated it. It was just like universally people were like, what did you do to the series? And like it took a lot of risks that I appreciate like now. I mean, they didn't pay off because it basically killed the franchise. They never made another one after that. But going back and playing it, like, it's actually a really good game, and I think terminally kind of misunderstood by, I guess, by what people's expectations of it should or were, or, you know, what people wanted or expected from the series. It was definitely not that. You know, they took it in a different direction, and it didn't pay off, but it was a great game. You know, very interesting. It's like a proto roguelike almost, because like you starting over was like a main feature and gameplay element that they had incorporated. Like, the game was supposed to be almost impossible to beat on your first try playing through, which is kind of psychotic for a you know, like a, I don't know, 20-30 hour RPG. Like, that's insane, right? To expect people to just die and then literally have to start over from the beginning of the game. You keep, like, the thing is, you can keep certain things, like you pool XP. Like, it's sort of like you put away like 5 or 10% of your XP from every battle, and it just kind of goes into like your inventory, and you can allocate it as you want, you know, to whichever characters you want, just like, you know, normal experience points. But if you didn't use it and you died, you could start over, and then you could use it, you know, on your next playthrough. So you could like pump your guys up, you know, from the beginning of the game to breeze through the first, you know, bunch of areas, because you'd be way over leveled. And then you could, you know, I guess the theory was you could get back to where you were quickly enough that people wouldn't be mad that their RPG, you know, file was lost, or you just had to give up all your progress and start over. I mean, there was some interesting like things, like there would be different like scenes, like different scenes and things could be unlocked as you progress through the different like lives, or however much like progress you made. You had like a dragon, like the Dragon Quarter title like comes from, in the game, the all the people in the world are like ranked with their like dragon factor or something like that. It's like a number like ranking system, right? And you start off and you're like 1 over like 5,000 or 8,000 or something like that, and like the Dragon Quarter is at least 1 over 4, you know, because like a quarter of 1 is like the highest factor or something. I don't know. Either way, like your dragon factor thing ranking would go up in like as you, depending on how, I don't exactly remember how it worked, but it would go up, and like if it was higher, you could see certain scenes or get into certain areas. There'd be secret items and whatnot. So it wasn't like totally pointless to play through again. Like there was new-ish things to discover, but not like not a ton. What else about that game? Good music. There was some really good music in that game. Oh yeah, like from the beginning, you know, your character, the turning into like a dragon was a main feature of the Breath of Fire games. You always play as Ryu, or I mean, you can rename it, but it's always like Ryu, the blue-haired silent protagonist who is like part dragon, can turn into like a dragon form. In Dragon Quarter, you can turn into your dragon form, and it's like insanely overpowered. Like it could kill any enemy, but you have a constant like timer. Like it'll build up anytime. It slowly ticks up throughout the game, like very slowly. But anytime you use a dragon power, it jacks up your like dragon like score, or not score, but I don't know, threshold. Anyways, if you reach 100, it's game over. So you have to like use your abilities really sparingly. Like they're incredibly overpowered. You could use like a dragon breath attack that you just hold it down and it just like laser beams through guys. But it burns through your dragon meter really fast. So you see, you're always like kind of weighing this option, especially because the game is so difficult that like trying to just play through like a normal RPG like you would, or like you would expect to, like you're gonna hit a wall with bosses, and you can't grind either because the enemies are persistent, and they on the map. There's no random battles, so you can only fight a certain amount of enemies, and they don't respawn. So you can only get like that much XP. There's no way to grind up to beat the boss. You literally have to like start over and save up more XP from a different run. So like I said, it's a crazy idea. Didn't work out at the time. People did not like it, and it like I said, they never made a Breath of Fire. They never made a Breath of Fire 6. Sadly. Although I mean Capcom's been reviving stuff. Maybe in the future. You know, the Resident Evil remakes have been doing huge numbers for them. Maybe in the future we'll see a Breath of Fire franchise revitalization. That could be good. I'd love to see another Breath of Fire game. I need to check out, speaking of old PS1, PS2 JRPGs, I may sometime, I probably won't stream it, but I need to check out the Suikoden remasters. I loved those games growing up too. Suikoden 2 is a phenomenal RPG for the PS1. And those just released on Steam. I recently tried playing it on just emulating it, but I didn't get super far. I don't know, does this look better? Does it look better or worse? It's hard to say. I think it. I don't hate it. Maybe we should put this little house like on an island. We could turn one of these into like a little island. Or no, I don't want to. Don't really want to use one of these with this super swirly texture. In fact, I should probably like try to do something about that. Like I wish these were just cylinders like this. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't wish for that. I don't know. I should probably be using more just boxes. From when I looked at when I was looking at the Cruelty Squad maps, he uses like almost entirely boxes because I'm guessing that most of it was just done with like stuff in Godot. I don't think he was you know, using a whole lot of like meshes from other programs. At least that's the way it looks to me. But I could be wrong. This isn't bad actually. I like this with these walls better. I guess that was, except in the middle there. That should probably be gone, so we can kind of, we'll have like a gap through the, we can extend that. So my question is, like, what exactly does the subtraction, like, this is subtracting from like this giant box. But how does it decide? Like, why is it not? Is this a subtraction mesh? No, this is a big mesh. So this, right? Like it gets rid of anything from this box. Is it just like the? Is it based on like what it's? The operation is performed on this shape. This is ignored for the first CSG child node, as the operation is between this node. Wait. So the operation is between this node and the previous child of this node's parent. And the previous child of this node's parent. Okay, so yeah, it's literally just, it's performing these operations just top down like this. Because this combiner, this is doing all of the, I'm guessing this is doing all the operations on these meshes and just making it into one piece, I guess. Kind of like you would apply like modifiers in Blender. So we can negative space out anything without, it'll just negative space the parent. But like with this house, the house has multiple, we did that multiple subtractions, because the middle of the house is one subtraction. The door and the windows are all their own. So this one box has you know, 4 different subtractions going on to it at once. So I'm guessing we could do the same, you know, with other stuff too. And one thing that I was looking at, that I was trying to figure out how he did, which I think I know now, or I think I've figured it out, we'll have to see, is what he was doing for glass, and I think that's just the intersection instead of subtraction. So I'm going to see, because we have my where are my windows? So organizing this stuff is going to be important because the order matters. And as you can see, my naming convention leaves a lot to be desired. Alright, here are our windows and stuff. So if I change this to intersection, oh. Okay, that's not the one. Signal from is already connected to given call. So what is intersection? Do we want to calculate tangents? What does intersection do for us here? Union would just add another block. Traction, you know, cuts it out. Intersection. Only intersecting geometry remains. So that's, I thought, oh, only intersecting geometry. So yeah, that makes sense. I don't know how can we use that? And why does this remove? This removes everything because it's in. I mean, it kind of does, like, what I thought, like. I was thinking, like, hey, yeah, here's where, you know, this piece would be, like, the window. But it's not going to work if it removes, it's not going to work if it removes all the ground and stuff. I guess because it's inside of this, so it's counting and intersecting as that too. I was hoping that it would only intersect from the parent. This parent cube is what I was hoping it would intersect from, but so I'm not sure how to handle that. I mean, maybe we just like we couldn't, or could we? Like, say if we duplicated this and then just turned it to union again, and then just put a glass, I don't know. We just make like a glass material quick. Add some like transparency. Give it a little color. The glass in Cruelty Squad's always like pink. Oh, here we just yeah, just add some alpha, or remove some of the alpha. Okay, so this Is that just glass now? Yeah, okay. Oh, we gotta, the culling is, it's doing some culling that we don't want, but. You can see out your window, rose tinted glasses. Okay, we do alpha. What are these other ones? Alpha scissors. Whoa. What does that mean? Does it tell us? It does. Godot is great for these tooltips. Yeah, just regular. Oh, this is the slowest. Alpha scissors. Cut off all values below a threshold. Supports casting shadows. Alpha hash. Spatially deterministic. Pre-pass. Whoops. No. Where'd it go? Okay, let's try some of these other ones then. Depth pre-pass. Don't call. We do front, back. I think, do we need to, yeah, we just need to bring this in like a tad, which kind of was what I was hoping to avoid. I was hoping we could literally just copy, we could copy the one we used to cut it out so that it would be totally flush without us having to do any screwy stuff. That's not the case. We also don't want the glass like sticky. The glass can be, it should be thinner, really. Right? You don't have like a whole meter thick glass or whatever. Yeah, look at that window. Windows figured out. They're not breakable, but you could see through them. Cool. I still haven't fixed the movement yet. Something to work on. Really, how do I, let's, if we can make stuff bustable. Like these targets, because these targets break. Like how, maybe we can apply that to this glass cube. Or, I don't know if it's going to like combine all this. Like, can we add a script to, can we just add a script to this box? Like, can we just add the targets? If we just add the targets script to this box, this very simple, you know, health 2. If you hit it, you know, subtract from your health, and if the health is 0, it just removes it from the scene. This is target GD. All right, yeah. Let's put this script. Let's put this script on on this CSG box and see if we can break this window then. Or the door too. Because the doors, you know, doors in Cruelty Squad, you can shoot them out. So maybe if we put that script on the door, we can just blow the door up. Let's add a script. And we want to... We don't want to create a new one. Let's use what we got. I don't know, where are the targets stored? Is it like textures? Where's scripts? Scripts. This is objects. Targetable. Okay. No. This is something different. Let's see if it works. I mean, this has 99 health, but it has the same function as the target. It's just got some extra stuff. Such as this is, we'll send it flying. Right? If the direction of the fire is not 0, then it direction times damage, hit position, yeah, it just launches whatever. I guess we could use that for our kick as well. It's like apply impulse. Update health. Label. Whose health? Where does it show this? Because this isn't on... Right, this isn't on the targets we just looked at. So let's see if this... if we can break this glass now, or if it just crashes the game. Isn't it coroutine? Oh wait, isn't... Coroutine or signal? Yeah, I suppose this... Well, what happens if we remove it? Okay, so I mean, this didn't work. I don't, like I said, I don't know if we can apply stuff to these CSG boxes. We may just not be able to. Okay, here's the target. Let's see if we just drag the target one on there and see if this crashes the game. Yeah. Oh. Because it's not the right thing. We save this. Ah. Oh. Script inherits from native, so it can't be assigned to an object of type static body 3D. Okay, so this combiner turns our CSG boxes into static body 3Ds? Is that what's happening? Where do I read about this? I think that's what's happening. Can I remove this script? Okay, well, Let's try it with the door, because the door is not one of those. The door is actually an object. So let's drag this target script onto the door and see if we can break the door, because the door is not a CSG object. Oh, we're still getting oh, because oh, okay. I changed the I think I changed the script that's on all the targets, so it just screwed everything up. No, how about now? Now what have I done? Um, can I remove this? Okay. Maybe we just make a how about we make a new script? 'Cause, I mean this all it does is just that, right? I think we're giving us problems because we're trying to use the script for these targets. And these targets are static bodies. Not what is this door? Oh, the door's static body 3D. Shape. Fucking scaling thing. I still don't know what to do about that, other than just make like a door in Blender to the right size and just use that. Like, just really just import a rectangle. I mean, we could do that. See if that stops it from being angry at us. Oh, let's move. I don't know how big should our door be. I'm not sure what the scale is. It's like a pretty good door. We will give me the whole. Give me this whole edge, man. Yes. Let's mark these seams so we get an even, texture. I guess. We'll just unwrap it. And I'm just gonna straight up, I'm not even gonna put a texture or anything, I'm just gonna export this GLB door. So it saved yeah, we're just putting stuff in Kenny weapons. Yeah, alright. Export that. Convex polygon. Is that what we were using? Why were we not using box? Am I crazy? Oh, I think because we generated it from this mesh, which we scaled, which is what we didn't want to do. Okay, get rid of that mesh in 3D. We've got door GLB. Okay, it's small. So this is like an instance inside of an instance. Which is fine. It just needs to be under hinge. And hinge needs to be... Whoop. I guess this... Yeah, it needs to be in the static body 3D. Static body 3D. Can we move this over? This has gotta be there. So we can rotate it. Okay, so now that we have this thing, can we drag a texture onto this? Do we have to open it? We got this. See, I just want this. Can I like copy this and then just paste it here? Okay. See, that's better. That's what I wanted. Good. No, we don't need this. I just wanted the mesh. What kind of door do we want on here? And now we just need the collision shape to fit. And what we could do, is there a generate? Like, can you just generate a... I wish I could just generate a collider like from this cube. Because when I scale this, it yells at me. It's like, don't do that. Size of its shape resource. That's, I mean, that's... Is that not what I'm doing? How is this different than... I mean, it's different in the sense that it's not the same thing, but like doing... Okay, so that doesn't do the... I'm confused by this. Get out of here. That's just visual. Smash. Okay, create collision shape. Will you do this for me? Try mesh, sure. What is the difference here? I don't know what this song is from. Is this from Breath of Fire 4? Supposedly. Cool. I mean, it's really... you know, I guess whatever. Try mesh. Who cares? Like it's minuscule amount of tries here. But yeah, okay. So I think that solves our door issue. And we can get rid of that. The issue of not going straight forward when you press forward is still kind of befuddling to me. I don't know why I don't know why that's happening, but okay, the door doesn't fit anymore. We gotta change that, but it does work still. Okay, the timer thing doesn't work, I guess. And what? We took out this await thing because it told us we didn't need it. If we add it back, does that fix it? No, we can still flick it as much as we want. So we need like a callback to disable this function. Can't we just wait? Can't we just await animation player animation finished? Wouldn't that let's call this one. Oh, isn't that like better? Because then it just won't let us do it while the animation's playing. Yeah. Okay, that fixed it. Look, I know some stuff. That was just off the top of my head. Didn't even have to watch a YouTube tutorial for that. And then let's add, let's just add this target script. We're just gonna copy paste it over to the door. In its own function. This should be at the top. Okay, let's see if that makes our door destructible. Also, let's move this door into position better. We can adjust the door frame easier than adjusting the door. We'll just keep the doors to the door size and then adjust as necessary. Which is the house. There we go. Close up these gaps. Whoops. Close up these gaps a little bit. I don't know if it's it should ignore this geometry, so it doesn't matter if it's like kind of phasing through it, clipping through it. We still got a gap on this side. How about that? tighter fit in the frame. Pops open. That actually was a pretty good door size for just blindly guessing. So the scale, like in... Our character's kind of short. Oh, there's a gap there. I believe like the default cube in Blender's like just one meter. Maybe it's 2. I don't know. Either way, I mean, you could see... like add a default cube. Oops, it's a plane. Let's compare. So yeah, here's the default. Default cube is, let's say, well, how far did we move it? Move it 1 meter. Okay, so it's 2 meters. It's 2 meter high cube. So this door is actually much bigger. If the door is like what, 2.5 meters tall, that's a pretty tall freaking door, man. Yeah. Or just 3 meters. Are these? This is just the meter grid. 3 meter high door. So our character's actually, I don't know, like 2 meters high, 2 meters tall, ish, more or less, give or take. What did I want? I wanted to put this on an island actually, but not like that. Not one of those. We can make a... Well, maybe we do want it on one of those. Why not? I'll just put like a... I'll put like a... I don't know. What happens if I do a... What happens if I do a subtract on like one of these? This house can be like sneakily off, you know, in the distance a little bit. I want this a little less, a little more sloped. This looks more islandy. Like that. Can we shade these smooth? Where would that be? Smooth face. Oh, it is. It's got smooth faces. Do we like it better? Just edgy? I don't know. Okay, this can be in the water. This will be like, I don't know, Master Roshi's house or something. No, stop that. Ugh. I keep clicking on the... I need to like turn those off, man. How do you disable this? Stop doing... Stop. it's just broken right now. I'm in draw polygon mode. Cancel, 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 cancel. Cancel, cancel. Cancel, cancel. Undo, undo. Save. Just close Godot. Reopen it. Sometimes you gotta do that. Maybe I'll turn the camera on for a little while so I can painfully analyze my mannerisms while I'm thinking. Maybe after next break. Anyways, what's the move W? Oh, this is the fishing song in Breath of Fire 4. Excellent fishing minigame in that, by the way. If you're a fan of fishing minigames in JRPGs, it's a good one. I suppose we should probably have a boundary around the water too, but the water also isn't like, it's just a solid layer with a texture on it. You know, you can walk on water. We haven't made that, we haven't implemented the water, any kind of water physics or anything like that. So yeah, I want to see what happens if we add a, not a child, but we want another CSG box, and I'm going to see what happens if we just subtract from that. We just have to have it like, I guess, directly above the mountain we want to subtract from, or directly below. It's very, very small. It doesn't really need to be that big. Subtract. So we can, I wonder, is this, do you think Philly made the Cruelty Squad levels just like by subtracting like shitloads of stuff from just like CSG boxes? That'd be crazy. Or would it? I mean, we got a little hole. Yeah, that's the problem with these. They don't perfectly close up, these meshes. All of these. That's why they're all twisted. That's wild. If he actually made all the maps like with just cylinders, spheres, boxes, and whatever these are, polygons. CSG polygons? Packed vector array. Yeah, CSG polygon 3D. If he did all that like this, like, man, props to him. That's awesome. It's like a cool exercise. That's kind of why I wanted to do it like this instead of just making like Blender models, you know. Try to work with these Godot tools and see what I could do. Where's our material? Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm like running this through in my head. I'm thinking about different levels in Cruelty Squad, and I don't know if there's really anything that you couldn't do with just these just these things that I've been using. And like I've been using Blender, but like I don't even think you need to. Because I mean, you could make, I mean, theoretically, you could take just a start with a big block and position negative, you know, subtraction rectangles, cubes, or cylinders, and just carve away at it like piece by piece by piece. and do it like that. I don't know. It kind of seems like a crazy way to do it, but I mean, if it works, it works. I don't know what, like, the impact, because this doesn't, like, does this run, or does it, would it just, like, once the level's made, is it just all assembled and it's not like calculating all of this? Because that's like the performance heavy part from what I'm reading, or what I've read from this stuff. Although who knows what they consider to be like high CPU impact. Did this door thing work? Is the door breakable? I mean, this is like such a simple script. It should just work, I think. It does not. Is it because... Is it because it's just removing... Does this script need to be on like door here? This node? It may not work just being on the static body 3D. Okay, let's try moving this stuff to... We'll just put it on this door then. And what do we want to call this? We'll call it door... destructible. Destruction. Double. Door destructible. Then we can copy this stuff back over. Alright, let's try that. We've moved our script to another level. No. So what's the difference here? What makes these destructible and not those? What are these? These are boxes. They are in oh. I bet you anything we just need to add this door to this targets group. Oh shit, no, there's more. These aren't the targets. These are the boxes. The boxes have extra functions that send them flying because they're like physics objects, they're not static bodies. So the targets being static bodies also in the target group. So yeah, let's see if we can throw... If we add the door to the target group. Where's groups? Groups. Target. Is that what the targets are like? Yeah, just target. Let's try that. See if that works. Nope, not quite. Still not. Still not working. Boxes work, targets work. So what's different? What's the difference here? Is there something like in the weapon, like... It's a collision shape 3D. All that is static body in this target scene group. Maybe if we put the door... No, this doesn't even have... Huh. Anybody know? I think it's gotta be something with the weapon or projectile. Yeah, here. It's got to be something to do with whatever is calling this whatever's calling this method on the target for hit successful. Right? Because something has to call this, which is doing the damage. So it's got to be what it's got to be the weapon or projectile. Sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. How's the stream looking? Nobody's watching. How are our frames? Only 5,000 frames dropped over hour and a half. Not bad. We got I don't know. Here, I'll turn my camera on. Hello. Now you guys can watch me chew my mouth off. And glad I quit smoking many years ago. I was a smoker for many years, but I'm lacking that oral fixation now, so I just like chew at my mouth and tongue and stuff. I'm trying not to. Hopefully being forced to watch myself do it over and over again will drill it into my head to be less weird. Okay, yeah, here. Yeah, it's got to check if it's in the group. It's got to check if it's got the method. It emits a signal. And then it calls it with the collider. Okay, so we put it in. We put it in the target group. It's got this same script. In the target group. I mean, does it need to be on? Because the targets just are static bodies 3D. Okay, so this is like, it's not in a group here. Is that why? How do we add it to this? How do we add it to the scene group? It's not available. Is targets not like a global group? Yeah, I mean, okay, well, yeah, obviously not. If it's in scene groups, it's not. Can we like unlock or unlock these things? No, can't. We can't change that at all. We can. I mean, we can add it here. These can't be removed. Well, yeah, they can't be removed because I think at the instance level there. They're grouped at the instance level here. So is that why? It's because it's... Maybe we can't add that to... because it's not global. We can't add it there. Maybe there's some other... Maybe there's something else in here. What does the signal do, by the way? Or who hears this signal? Hit successful. Maybe that's just for like the overlay. That probably just puts the decal up, you know, the little whatchamacallit hit marker on the UI. I bet that's all. I bet that's what that signal does. But I was really hoping that making the door destructible would just be as simple as slapping this script on it. But that is not the case. Maybe we gotta remake. Maybe we gotta remake the door. Maybe we can change the signals group. How do we add groups? Can I just add targets to global? Target. Yeah, can I make this just a global? I want to make this a global group. Shit. Can I delete this group? Oh, convert to global group. Okay. Door. Global target. Same as target. Maybe that'll work. Oh. So what's missing? What's the matter? Oh shit, it's 5:30 already, damn. I'll take a little break quick. stand up, stretch and stuff, get something to drink. What do we want to listen to? Why not? I was talking about the I was talking about the Dragon Quarter soundtrack before. Let's listen to that. Man, I really need to get These glasses I got are not comfortable to wear with this headset. I really need a, oh god. I really need a, like an actual desk podcast mic or something. I think I would be able to talk more normally. I don't know why the headset is like weird. Like my jaw or something. I got like a clicky. My jaw clicks real bad. I don't know. This is too loud. It sounds really loud to me. Alright, maybe we can figure out these doors, man. And why. And figure out why they don't work. Oh, look at this. They've got, instead of having a raycast on the player or camera, they just make one. Like I made that raycast object on the player character for the door, but I guess we could have done it in function in function without making an object. We just create the variables. Camera has this included method, project ray. Jolt. This is set to true. It's Jolt. Intersect ray. So what's this all about? Oh. Scan collision. This is for the bullet holes. Bullet holes or whatever you call them. Decals. This may be okay. Maybe our problem is that because it's checking if, I don't know if is in group checks for the parent or like what qualifies as being like this isn't in the group. Maybe the static body 3D needs to be in the group, or the collision shape. I mean, it should inherit, right? In this one, it's set on static body 3D, and it's just inheriting. So I was imagining if you know, if the parent is in the group, it should count children as in the group. I would think. Like I said, I don't even know what is causing our issue here. But let's see if we can add that to... No, not world target. Maybe? Let's try it. Oh. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. What do? What do? Why do you not want to do what I want you to do? What if we... What if we just turn what if we turn these targets into doors? What if we just what if we just swap the mesh out and add the door script to the target, and then just use targets for doors? Because I mean, we don't really. Maybe we should just like duplicate it. Because this is saved as a what are these? A scene, T scene. Somewhere. Jewel. Oh, it's a big jewel. Key. Oh, it's got levers. I don't see target. Weapons. Yeah, target. Oh, there's a couple targets. Target A, target B, target small. These aren't the scenes though. That would be here, target T scene. Okay, well let's make a new scene. We're gonna make a door scene. Cancel. New scene, and it's going to be. We're just gonna copy exactly what the. We're gonna copy exactly what the target has. Which is static body 3D. Static body 3D. We'll just call it door. Call it. We'll call it. Something other than door. I don't want like conflicts. We'll call it portal. Then we have our mesh, which we can. Where's our door mesh? Door GLB. Set this position to 0. Oh, we still need to add. We're gonna need to add our just a basic node 3D so we can make a pivot point. That can be over here. And then that needs to be on top of that. That way we can... Whoops. Constantly near plus, no. That way we can... Whoops. It's not going to be rotating on that. It's going to be rotating from here. And then, no, I don't. That's right. I just want this mesh. I don't want the whole, this whole scene. Shit. It's always something, man. It's always something. Better. I don't have a door texture yet. I'm just using this whatever bronzy metal texture. Alright, and the next is we need a collision shape. I think we can generate that, right? Create collision shape. Sibling tri-mesh, fine. This is like... God. So we may need to move this up. But like can we make this the root? Make scene root. Then we gotta parent this to that. What is wrong with this? It's recommended not be transformed. Oh, of course, that's why. Well, then we're just literally back to exactly what we had before. What was our original door? I don't want these Kenny things. What's our original door scene? It's just a node 3D. That's just moved. Okay. I mean, this is exactly, we're gonna end up with exactly the same. It would just be this again. I would just be making this again. Maybe this script can be... I mean, maybe this can be on the static body. Whoops. Wrong one. Shit, what'd I do? Golly. I removed it from the wrong thing. Unless like, I mean, I literally don't know. I don't know. I don't know why this is being such a bitch. These don't even, well, they do work. They phase right through it. Oh, it also was busted. Cannot call method play on a null value. Why is this null? Why is it null? Isn't this how it was set up before? Does this need to be like under static body? I Oh, that's right. We have to drag it to the. So this can be wherever. We just need to drag it to. Oh, it's in there, right? No, door. Static body, animation player. Okay, we need to assign it there. That's what we needed. I don't think that's gonna fix the hit thing, but okay, it fixed that anyway. Well, you know what? We can't blow our doors up. For whatever crazy reason. It's got health. Does it need to be in a certain... Is there something that is it in like a group? Is it in a collision? Oh god, that's it. It needs to be in the enemies layer, I'm sure. I think that's the fucking issue. This is just visual. This isn't door. It probably needs to be in enemies. I don't think it needs mask. Maybe world. Do I need that? Or is that gonna make it... If I have that on, is that gonna cause it to, like, mess with the door? Or, like, world or something? It doesn't work. Or it doesn't destroy it, but... Man, that's infuriating. Why are you targets? Why are you not a target? What am I doing wrong? Ray pickable? Does that need to be on? That is on. Why? Why? Why don't you work? Why don't you work? I mean, this... Like, we may have to call this on the parent. Like, maybe it's not working because it's not... Is there, like, some other fucking... Like, do we have to do a... What is it? Get tree... Get parent... Get parent node 3D? And then queue that? Queue free that? Can we chain that? Yeah. Although that might just get the hinge parent. I'm stumped. Why is this indoor? Whoops. Shit. Why is this in a door group anyways? Did we even like do anything with that? Yeah, we did. Oh boy, man. You know, I think I'm just gonna do a short stream today. It's Friday. I'm gonna look into this like off camera and see if I can figure this out and come at you with some knowledge instead of just fumbling around reading and getting annoyed. We didn't get too much done this time. We figured windows out, which was nice. We fixed the door. It's not breakable though. We got we added the canyon back, so it's now like an enclosed sort of map. And we got a little island that we're gonna put the house out here on a little island. We learned about the using the subtraction tool better to get the shapes that we want. Look at this death hole. This feels like some hellhole trap that you might end up in Cruelty Squad. What else? We just kind of opened the map up a little bit. We're still in like the slapping stuff around to just kind of see how it looks freeform. I don't have a plan or anything drawn up for any of this, obviously. I'm just moving stuff around. Sometimes multiple times over, sometimes making whole objects and then just deleting them like you do. It's all part of the process, right? Let's figure out breakable doors and windows next time. I do want to just open this up a little bit so that you can see the tower, the dark tower, not the black tower. I mean, it is a black tower, but the canonical dark tower. Should it be like up, or should you be able to like get to it? I mean, I don't think it was supposed to just be like set dressing. You like on a later level you would actually get to it, so we probably don't actually want it like in the play area level. Okay, well, let's leave it there for today. Maybe we'll play some My Summer Car over the weekend. Maybe we'll work on this some more. Check out my YouTube channel for VODs and highlights. And thanks for watching.